Hey guys, Jeff Pellizzaro, 18 Strong, and today I want to talk to you about an exercise that I see people doing improperly a lot, and that is the push-up. Push-ups are a great exercise for anyone. I think that everyone from kids to older adults need to be able to do push-ups for many reasons, but for the golfer in particular, it's a great core exercise. Most people think of it as just a pushing exercise, just a chest exercise, maybe some shoulders. But really, it's a great core exercise, teaches you how to stabilize and keep your body in a nice, solid, tight position. But it also works the shoulder blades a lot. And the shoulder blades are crucial in your golf swing because they are really what attach our body to our arms. So when we're going from our stance position and you're rotating, you're using all that foot and ground force, you're using that rotation up through the trunk. It's got to transfer through the shoulder blades to get out to your arms, to your hands, to the club. If your shoulder blades aren't strong, then you're going to have a breakdown in that. That's going to be kind of the weak link in the chain. So a couple things on push-ups is, first, I want you to work on your hand position, your elbow position, to make sure that you're set up properly. When you get into a push-up, you should think of it as kind of getting into a plank position with your body. So once I get into my up position, my whole body's going to be nice and straight. But I often see people putting their hands up a little too high, their elbows are way up here, and that's going to put everything, all the stress right on the shoulder. Whereas if I bring those hands in a little bit and I pull my shoulder blades down, now I'm locked into my trunk a lot better. I'm going to squeeze my butt and tighten everything up there, and then I'm going to push up from there. So instead of being in this position where it's all arms and it's a lot harder, puts a lot more stress on my shoulders, I want you down here, lock those shoulder blades in, elbows are going to be back a little bit, squeeze the butt, tighten the trunk, you're going to push straight up. So everything should be in a nice straight line right there. Then you can come down, come all the way back up, just like so. Now, you can change your position. Once you get good at what we just did, then you can mess around with putting your hands tighter, putting your hands wider, changing directions. There's all kinds of different hand positions that you can do that are going to vary what's going on. But first, I think people need to master the basic push-up because it's one of the best exercises that are out there. So that's the first thing. The second thing I see people doing wrong is the speed and the range of motion that they're going through during their push-up. So have you ever seen somebody doing push-ups like this? Or they're just going really fast, kind of bouncing off the floor? I find that when you do that, first of all, you're not teaching your body to go through the proper ranges of motion, and you're not creating tension in your body the way that you can with a solid push-up. So when you get in your position, to start out, again, with the basics, I want you to think of a nice slow descent and then try to come up with some speed. So we'll go 3 seconds on the way down. 3, 2, 1, and then up a little faster. 3, 2, 1, and up. When you do 10 push-ups like that, you're going to notice how much more taxing it is, not just on your chest and your shoulders, but keeping your body and keeping your position. So that's the next thing that I want to talk about is the hips. When you're in your push-up, very typically, especially when you watch like younger kids, they'll do their push-ups like this, where their butt's kind of sagging down, and they just kind of go through these. That means that they're not using their trunk very well. So I want you to get in position here, lock everything out, nice and straight. You also don't want to be here, where your butt's in the air. You're not creating that solid connection from the legs up through the upper body. So again, hand position, speed and tempo, and then also your hip and butt position. Now I realize that some people can't do a full body weight push-up, and so there's a couple ways that we can alter that. You can do the on your knees, just like so, where you're coming down and coming back up. Very good way to progress into a regular push-up. You can also do it where you start with the on the knees position, then from here go up into your full plank to lower yourself back down. Then back to your knees, up, lower yourself down. That's a great progression if you can't do the full pressing up. The other thing you can do is just alter where your hands are. And I'm going to use a barbell to just change up the angle. The higher I go, the easier this is. So again, just a nice, easy, coming down, pushing back up. So you can adjust that. You can take that all the way down as low as possible. And then if you want to make your push-ups a little bit harder, you can also, or just change the angle. This is going to be even harder than a regular push-up where you put your feet up on something and then you're coming all the way down and back up there. But all of the same rules apply when it comes to your posture, your position, your arms. I want everything stable and controlled when you're doing your push-ups. So give that a shot, see how you do. Maybe even have somebody video you doing a push-up. Sometimes it's hard to see what flaws you have when you're doing that. So check out how you do your push-up. But again, just pay attention to your postures, your positions, keep everything nice, straight line, keep your body tense, and that's going to help with your golf swing. All right, train hard, practice smart, and play better golf.